It's a manky day, so let's start to Nesh, mate. You know what I mean?
No, I do not. But I do know the travel guys are in Manchester, England next.
Shut your gob, you nit.
All right, just move it along.
All right,
please.
okay.
Flight Center Travel Guys is brought to you by Flight Center. Booking your next big trip is just a phone call away at 1-877-WORLD-05. That's 1-877-WORLD-05. Flight Center, unbeatable.
Hi, I'm Jim Gordon.
And I'm Darren Parkman.
And we are the Travel Guys.
Where are we this time, my friend?
Where are
we are in the happening, groovy town of Manchester, England, baby.
That's right. Coming up, we'll check out Old Trafford, the home of soccer giants Manchester United.
Then we'll dig deep into the city's rich history and actually learn something for a change.
Be nice.
Yes.
And we may throw back a pint at the local pub.
At least one.
Yes.
If not many more.
Possibly.
All that and more coming up.
Well, it's a rainy day here in downtown Manchester. Parkman and I are walking through Piccadilly Gardens. Now, this is kind of the center of the city. From here, you can get to great shopping, the arts. It's all in this neighborhood.
And you know, I picked up some very cool Mancunian slang to fit just such a day.
Oh, okay. Let's
Some of the
hear it.
local slang, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, feeling kind of nesh because the weather's kind of manky. Do you know what I mean, Jim?
What did you just say?
Well, nesh means we're cold. Manky means the weather sucks.
Uh-huh.
You figured that out? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got anything else?
Well, I do have one other thing. Get a great knit and shut your gob, Jim.
I think I know what that
You
means.
should, yeah.
Well, behind us, a statue of the long-reigning queen, Queen Victoria. Now, she didn't come to Manchester very often because Manchester during the Civil Wars was a parliamentarian society, and of course she was a royalist.
She's got a very interesting look going on there. I want to say Rubenesque, but regal,
Oh, okay.
and kind of like a young, more attractive Churchill. I think that's the look she's showing for.
I'm sure she'd appreciate hearing that.
You think so?
Probably not.
I gotta say, we've had a chance to check out most of the major cities in Europe, and the architecture here in Manchester is as impressive as anything we've seen.
That's right, pal. Behind us is City Hall, built in 1877. And what you find here is a great mixture in the city of old and new architecture.
Well, we're now inside Town Hall with our only friend in Manchester, who also happens to be our trusty tour guide, Kate Dibble.
Kate, tell Darren and I about the spectacular history of this beautiful town hall.
Well, quite simply, it showcases Manchester's power and richness during the 19th century.
Kate, we see these bees everywhere in the motif. What's the symbolic meaning of the bee?
Well, they're a symbol that Manchester people are very industrious and hard-working. We produce a lot of things and we travel all around the world working.
Back home in Canada, we're kind of known as worker bees, too. We're that dedicated.
Yes, of course we are.
Manchester, England, across the Atlantic Sea.
What the are you doing?
I'm just hearing the song in my head. It's really grooving me out here. It's just groovy, baby. Another important part of Manchester's history, and I want to underline the word important,
Yes, very.
is its plethora of good old-fashioned English pubs, and we're in one now, one of the older pubs in town. It's called Britain's Protection.
That's right, pal. Now, this has been around a little while, you could say. It opened around 1811. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, it's called Britain's Protection. What exactly do we need protecting from?
Well, you need protection from that, I think.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That is good. What are we drinking, by the way?
I've never heard of this beer. It's called Squire's Gold. It's an ale.
Golden nectar it
Yes,
is.
cheers.
Cheers to that. You know, there really is a pub culture in England. People use pubs as a meeting place for family and friends, and not just a place to drink ridiculous quantities of beer, I find.
That's really good, except that we don't have friends or family here.
Good point.
Yeah.
So perhaps we should just stick with the ridiculous quantities of beer then?
That's fine, yeah.
I'm for that.
Okay.
All right.
You know, another great thing about Manchester, if you're out for a pint, is they've got many beer gardens.
Beer gardens, you say? What does one plant in a beer garden?
Usually oneself in a chair for 4 to 5 hours.
Well, I've got more time than that.
Okay, so that's even better. You're
How's
quite
8 or 9 sound?
You're quite a gardener, aren't you?
Gotta say, I didn't realize gardening could be so much fun in the beer garden.
I'm not picking up on the exercise part everyone talks about while gardening.
It's still a great hobby, though.
Oh, I
Yes.
could get used to this. Yeah.
You know, Parkman, I've been doing a little research and I got some facts here. Now, Manchester is home to over 2.2 million people and it's nicknamed Capital of the North.
You know, buddy, I really do love your research, but I got a few things on my plate today, but thank you very much for that. I really appreciated that.
Manchester was the world's first industrialized city and played a big part in the Industrial Revolution.
I'm sorry, did you just say something? I'm sort of kind of wrapped up in my own little self-indulgent world right now.
Manchester is also headquarters for Granada TV, home to the world's oldest and most beloved TV soap opera, Coronation Street.
You know, I really love the pointless facts. I'm a pointless fact nut, but could you maybe put that in an email? I'm just really busy today. You know, Manchester has always been a working class town, and a couple dozen years ago, it certainly wasn't known for its posh nightlife.
That's right, buddy. Come to Manchester now. You'll find a lot of new, hip, trendy restaurants and bars. You could be in New York, like this one place we're in now.
This place is very posh, and you know, you and I are the benefactors.
That's very true.
You
Cheers.
like how I use the word benefactors there?
I like that. Thank you.
That's a new word for me. Thank you. Well, Manchester has some world-class restaurants. We're at one now. It's Grill on the Alley, known for its fantastic steaks. And you're not taking up the restaurant on its fantastic steaks, I see.
Well, no, because the Grill on the Alley is also known for fantastic seafood. I'm having a great piece of salmon.
Unbelievable food. This is not a paid endorsement. You know, Manchester also has some smoking hot nightlife for the young people. And you know, a lot of people do say that we're a little old to be hanging out in these hip young clubs. But I really believe, for one, that we fit in with the kids, we're down with the kids and their music. Now, if we only had the courage and motivation to actually go into one of these clubs, I think we'd really stand out as hip, cool, happening kind of guys. Well, behind us, another impressive piece of Manchester architecture.
That's right, pal. It's the John Rylands Library. We're going to go check it out. Well, now Parkman and I are about to enter the famous reading room here at the John Rylands Library.
Is that why you're whispering?
Yeah.
I thought so. Let's go.
Here at the library, you can find over 1 million manuscripts and 750,000 books.
And up above those books are statues of some of the greatest writers in history. I recognize that gentleman behind us there. You may know him as Bill Shakespeare.
I think they know him as William.
Or Bill for short, yeah.
Manchester, England, across the Atlantic Sea.
What are you doing? It's just, I'm hearing that song again, that groove and happening kind of English song, baby. You're not hearing that? No?
Parkman and I are here at the Imperial War Museum North, just a little outside downtown Manchester. It's an interesting museum as it covers 5 areas of conflict from First World War up to the present day.
And in front of us is a very historic piece of artillery. It's the actual field gun that fired the very first Allied shot back in August of 1914 that kicked off World War I.